for DePauw to shine.
I was really surprised to learn about the advocate group that they had because I had no clue they had it last year.
What's that?
It's where a group, like I know Greek chapters have it, and sometimes RAs and floors have it, where the person has where they get a free DePauw t-shirt and they're able going to be on call if anybody needs help, and they're the people that the students are going to go to if anything happens during the weekend of Monon.
Oh, do they get paid?
I do not believe they get paid.
So they like volunteer?
Yeah, they get volunteered, or they can volunteer themselves. It's just if, at the Greek chapters, I know if somebody thinks that this person would be a good advocate, they volunteer. Yeah, so I don't know. I just think that needs to be advertised a little more because
I never heard about that.
I had no idea about it, so.
It would be good for the safety of other people. But obviously, everybody knows there's going to be drinking, obviously. And there's visitors that'll be here, and they might try to trash the campus or do other things to the campus. So it'll be good to have people that you can run to. And it's not an official adult. They're people our age peers, young adults like
I think if students have visitors, they should definitely be responsible for the actions of the visitors, or just stay with them to make sure that everything's going well and everyone's safe and everything.
I can't believe they're revamping the tailgating so much. That won't be available. That's an element of the football game that everybody looks forward to.
Right.
They've changed it, so what's going to happen now?
And having to pay $5 to park.
I know, that's so expensive.
You better park your car and get up and walk so they can get some exercise.
Yeah, I don't know if I parked in a section last year at Wabash that just you didn't have to pay, but we didn't have to pay to park at Wabash.
No.
But it might be better. They might be trying to so it won't be so much congestion. Right.
That's actually a smart idea.
To maximize the capacity or whatever. That'll be good. More people will come, more alums, more spirit. It'll be great.
No tailgate.
Yeah, and I just thought it was really good advice what she said about giving the football teams at the end their chance to do their rituals and shaking hands and stuff instead of rushing the field right away. Like they said, you are able to do it. Just give everybody a chance to do their thing. So I like that advice a lot.
And that'll be hard to hold back though. There'll be people clinging to the gate.
Yeah, it's hard to get over.
I think it's good that they're going to check everybody to make sure people don't have things on them that they shouldn't have, such as alcohol, but also weapons. If visitors would bring something.
That was even discussed. And then, the weapons, I don't think anything. Hopefully nothing.
No, I'm saying it's a good thing because you can make sure nothing like that will happen.
Yeah.
And you need to make sure about things like that. Even though it's a very safe campus, you don't know about visitors because it's not just people from Wabash. It's people that go here, they're friends. Alumni probably wouldn't do anything, but it's just people you don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can never be too cautious, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Rest Life also cares, very much about Monon safety. Normally, on a weekend, 2 RAs will be on duty, and doing the lockouts and doing rounds and stuff. But for the Monon weekends, 8 RAs are on duty. They'll be, doing rounds. I am also on duty. I have to have my presence in Lucy. I know that sounds weird, but it helps, just to have my presence there and just looking out for all my residents and everything. But talking about RA safety, did you guys hear what happened last week in South Quad? RA impersonators?
No.
People were going into freshman dorms posing as RAs when they were not, and taking alcohol from the first year students, taking their ID numbers and everything.
Oh, so they go in
posing as RAs when they're not.
Do they just knock on everybody's door?
They try to take alcohol?
So
people are that desperate for alcohol. They have to pose as an RA to get somebody else's alcohol. That's a shame. Go to the liquor store if you want alcohol and buy it.
AA meeting, that's a desperate sign.
They're probably underage and can't get alcohol. So.
Well, then obviously you don't need it. That's like an addiction to drugs.
Do you know if they got any? If they
they were successful. They got students' ID numbers and alcohol.
Do you know what the RAs are going to do to try to prevent that from happening again?
2 days ago, we had a meeting about that, and we said maybe we'll get different color IDs I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, do you think
I
it's
think
gonna
that's
help?
a very good idea because, I don't know, RAs are supposed to be kind of in charge of like the freshman areas and everything. So, I mean, it might set them apart a little bit, but that's what they're there for. And if that's what it takes for safety to be put in place, I mean,
Yeah.
we have to do it.
And you know, I think the students really need to know what an RA can do and cannot do. Like, an RA
They can't
cannot
take that from you. That's
No,
an
they can't
adult's
do that.
job.
Like, they can ask you to pour it out, but they won't confiscate it. You know what I mean? And like, they won't. They're not allowed to even touch it. Like,
So did any of the freshmen? Did any of them know that they were imposing? That people were trying to impersonate?
That's the problem. Like, they didn't know.
So they never. Who caught them?
Well, like some other people were recognizing them and knew that they weren't RA, so they reported to public safety.
That is funny in a sense, but that's a shame.
That's scary.
It's a crime, okay? Like, it's kind of
scary.
stealing.
You never know what else, like, if they can do that,
Yeah.
what else can they act like? So,
And they can't enter, or like RAs can't enter your room without your permission, so you should know that too.
Everybody look out.
It's stupid, but it's serious at the same time. So.
But I guess that'll be a lesson for the freshmen. Shouldn't have had alcohol. If they didn't have alcohol in the first place, it wouldn't have been able to happen.
That's true.
Freshmen don't drink.
Well, it's time for another commercial break, but stay tuned for Senior Players Blast from the Past.
Before Jordan Haverkamp became a Monon hero, he was a backup place kicker with few chances to play. D3 TV alum Scott Reisner profiled Haverkamp before his rise to fame at the 2007 Monon game.
What makes up the poise, mystique, and figure of a backup kicker? I sat down with DePauw's own Jordan Haverkamp to take a closer look.
Me, I'm the lonesome kicker. Extra points, field goals at your service.
You say your greatest moment has been as a kicker?
Well, I have quite a few, so let me think.
Put me in, coach! Put me in!
What's your philosophy during practice? Well, you know, coaches always say you should practice like you play, and well, I don't really play much, so I don't feel like I should take any kicks, you know, in practice because I'm kicking the game. So.
How do you keep in such great shape to be a kicker?
Well, I do a lot of mental reps, you know, stay concentrated.
Ready, dude? Laces out.
Let's
good.
3
seconds left. 19 to 21. Fall down below that. And he makes it! Big winner right there! Bring the bell home. Did you get a lot of girls being on the football team? So, Jordan Haverkamp gets a lot of girls for being on the football team, right?
Who's Jordan Haverkamp?
First, it is Jordan Haverkamp's drive not only for a six-pack of abs, but for perfection that will one day surely lead him to Monon Bell greatness. So, do you guys have faith in Jordan Haverkamp in this year's Monon Bell game?